What kind of shape are you in? Would you say you're in great shape? Pretty good shape? Would you say round is the shape? Hey, welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. Thanks for joining me. Come on in, have a seat, whatever shape you're in. You know, my goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew, and then help them get to know him and his word personally and better. So if our time together today speaks to your heart, let me invite you to like, subscribe, and also share with a friend. You know, there's this pesky connection between working out and having physical strength. I mean, I wish there were a pill or a drink I could swallow and get stronger. Visions of Popeye and his can of spinach come to mind, you know? One big gulp, bam! Huge bulging muscles, incredible power, enemies flying hither and yon, begging for mercy. If only. Real life isn't like that. I used to work out 45 minutes to an hour every morning before teaching a 30-minute karate class. And I did it in a large outside open area that was hidden from view by a large brick wall. I'd sweat in the summer and freeze in the winter, but I was out there for years. Oh, and I was strong. Emphasis on was, by the way. But then as it happened, other things took more of a priority. I began to spend more time on a keyboard, typing out devotions, than in a backyard, breaking bricks. Time to exercise became tougher and tougher to find. You know, for quite a while, I could still look in the mirror and think, yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. Those days too are gone. Any honest assessment of my physical condition needs to come to one inescapable conclusion. I simply must find time to work out and restore my core strength. Now I just need to find the time. Nah, finding time never works. I'm going to have to make time and decide this will be a priority. Funny, isn't it? How many of us take the same approach to our spiritual strength? We hope and we pray for spiritual strength as if we expect God to send a can of spiritual spinach via FedEx. Yeah, here it is. One big gulp and bam! Powerful prayer life, unshakable faith, and Satan's tossed about like a rag doll begging for mercy. In real life, whether physical or spiritual, strength is developed by the consistent exercise of the very things we're trying to make stronger. Bulging bellies are slimmed by sit-ups and leg lifts. Arms and chests are grown by pumping iron. I mean, the idea, by the way, is to begin with a bit of weight that's just beyond what you can comfortably handle. And then, after a series of deliberate repetitions over a period of time, you're going to find the amount of weight you can work with increases. You got to deal with all the parts of the body, too. Don't focus just on your arms and ignore your legs. You'll end up way out of balance. Also, periodically, but often, you need to have days where you focus on building new muscle by pressing the ones you're working with to the very limits and just a bit beyond. You keep going till you can feel the burn and then press past it to the point of muscle exhaustion. Now that requires the assistance of a partner who can spot you, step in and help lift the load when you become exhausted. Well, as you have no doubt surmised, I'm not speaking here only of our physical development in that last section. All of these things hold true in the Spirit. You see, today's verse says, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. So here's where you need to ask yourself the tough questions. How's your spirit been developing lately? When and how do you deliberately strengthen it? Who's your partner? Who's the person that's walking alongside you, ready to step in and help lift the heavier loads as you're developing more and more strength? Hey, here's a hint. It's a real benefit if they're stronger than you are. That process, by the way, is called discipleship. What are the areas you are working on and deliberately making stronger? Hey, if none of that even makes sense to you, and you have no idea how you'd even begin to strengthen your spirit, you probably know someone who's in a position to tell you where to begin. Why not ask them? Get their perspective on how to begin. Be assured that as you work out your spirit, the Lord can be trusted to make you strong and to protect you. Life's going to throw challenges our way. When it does, you and I need to be strong in the Lord. Being stronger puts us in a much better position to deal with whatever life drops in our lap. But the time to develop muscles is really before you desperately need them. Too late for swimming lessons when you've just been thrown into the pool. That's when you need a lifeguard, not a swimming coach. But thankfully, God has both. You and I, we each need to make time and decide that getting stronger in the Lord will be a priority. What's your next step? Mine is to tell you that we've run out of time today, but that I really want your help to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew, and also help get them to know Him and His Word personally and better. Please like this video. It really does help more people see it. Then click follow or subscribe and hit that notification button so you and I can get together every day. If you click the link in the description, you'll get to download a free copy of my book, Count to One. One more thing. Do share this with a friend, would you? Because as you do, well, you're part of the team, touching hearts all over the world with the love of Jesus. Thanks for helping.